Hello, today I want to come on my channel and talk about Fist of the North Star. I just literally finished the series, and I don't usually make manga reviews on my channel, but I really wanted to talk about this series because it's a series that's kind of hard to get a hold of, and many people know about it, but I feel like not many people have actually read it, so I wanted to, I guess, give my 2 cents on this series, and it's something that this is probably one of my favorite manga that I have in my collection, and I'm very proud to own it, even if it's in Japanese volumes and I can't read Japanese. So, again, I just thought I would come on here and blab a little bit about why I love Fist of the North Star so much. Now, I'm just going to say this outright. I love this manga. I think this is a fantastic manga. And I'm saying this right now because I will, a little bit later in the video, say a few negative things about the series and things I wish the series had done better. But I just want you guys to know that I really love this manga. I think this is a masterpiece, and I really think that many series owe a lot, especially battle series, owe a lot to Fist of the North Star. Probably even something like Dragon Ball, which I think, Dragon Ball definitely started after Fist of the North Star. I don't know if it was Fist of the North Star was near its end when Dragon Ball started, but I think even something like Dragon Ball owes a lot to Fist of the North Star because this was made in like the 80s, maybe 83. Probably should have looked that up before I started this video, but so I think a lot, as I said, a lot of battle manga, maybe even a lot of sane manga owe a lot to Fist of the North Star, and it was just a really brutal, really cool series. So I guess the first thing I want to talk about is the story, and that's sort of if anything, the worst part about this manga is because there's not a really good story. I don't know if this invented the standard shonen trope of like you defeat a bad guy, then there's a new bad guy, and just keeps going like that. And Dragon Ball Z did that. Dragon Ball did that a lot. But that's really what happens in here is they just keep introducing new bad guys that are bigger and stronger, and then the main character right here, Ken or Kenshiro, just keeps defeating them and gets stronger along the way, losing only a few times. Just sort of like powering up, and standard battle manga thing. So the story itself is pretty basic, isn't that interesting, and you get the sense that the authors were just sort of like just sort of making up as they went along. Like there wasn't a lot of thought beforehand, and that is my biggest flaw. That the story isn't too deep, and I personally tend to like deeper stories, something like Death Note or Fullmetal Alchemist with lots of detail and plot twists. And this series really didn't have that. It had its moments, but story wise, it was pretty simple. And I mean, maybe that's your thing, but personally, I would have liked to see a little bit more, and just sort of felt, as I said, like they were sort of making up as they went along, and whenever they tried to tie stuff in, it just kind of felt a little mismatched or a little awkward, I guess. Like they were really trying to force stuff in there. But again, that's kind of a minor thing. I don't think it takes the enjoyment out. I really still think you can enjoy it even though the plot isn't like Death Note or Fullmetal Alchemist, as I said. The other thing I want to talk about is the art, and that is one reason why I really love this manga is because of the art. If the art in the first few volumes is pretty good, but it's very cartoony almost, especially compared to later on in the series. I have the last volume, so I'm going to show you that in a second, just to show you just how much the art changes and how much, I guess, I want to say rougher and more realistic it got. I know towards the end of the series, the artist said that the main character, Kenshiro, was based off of Stallone from like the Rocky movie, Sylvester Stallone, and you can really see that in some of the drawings, and just things just get a lot more intense and brutal as the story goes on as the volumes progress, and I really do like that. So the art is a huge reason why I love this manga. it's just, in my opinion, beautiful to look at. I think, especially the later stuff. I'm not a super fan of the cartoony stuff back here, but it is still really solid. And as an artist, I mainly post art videos on this channel. I really like looking at this art, and I just like will stare at it for hours. So that is a definite plus, and probably one of the biggest reasons why I enjoy Fist of the North Star, just because of the realistic art in here, or semi-realistic. I think the artist who did this, I probably should have looked it up. I think it was oh my god, what's the artist's name? Sorry about that cut. The artist is Hara Tetsuo. I hope I'm getting that right. Maybe I'll have a little annotation or word on the screen just so you guys can see the spelling. But I believe he's the best manga artist ever. Just because I love this art so much. I guess the last real thing to talk about is the characters. Some of the characters felt good, some of the characters felt developed, while others didn't. I found that a lot of the bad guys did that sort of thing where they're evil, and then right as they're being defeated, they turn good again, which I don't really like and understand. I don't know, I'd rather they be evil till the end, and it just seems like they're changing sides too quickly. Again, this is my personal taste. I did really like the main character, Kenshiro right here. I think he is like the most badass character in all of manga. He is just so stoic, and it's just really cool, and he's known for like that catchphrase where like he'll poke someone in the face, turn around, and it'll be like, well, where are you going? He's like, you're already dead, and then it'll explode. And he sort of has that like super cool, super tough guy persona. He doesn't show a lot of emotion, and I just really like that about him. I also really like the ending to this series. I guess if you want to read this series, or if you're planning on it, I guess you should leave now, because I kind of want to share my thoughts on the ending. So I guess spoiler alert. The ending, I really liked that Kenshiro didn't wind up with that girl Rin or Lin, just because I sort of like the idea of him being like a tortured soul who sort of wanders this world helping people out, kind of like a Robin Wood sort of character, but a little more with a little more anguish, I guess, inside of him. I do sort of wish that character Bat at the end didn't come back to life, just because it seemed sort of like an ass pull, like it just like came out of nowhere. And there are a lot of moments like that in the series, but as I said, overall, I really like this manga, and it's something that, look, it's not a series, I keep mentioning Death Note, where you can like ponder and think about. It's just entertaining. The art is really good, and I highly recommend this series, and it's just a very enjoyable read. And I think the art and the character right here, Kenshiro, makes up for that. And so I hope you guys like this review. I don't know when I'll be doing another one. It just depends on the series and if I feel like it. But please leave a comment if you want to see another review, or for anime, for manga. Please subscribe. I will keep uploading more Pokemon and other art videos, because I know you guys like those. And just leave any general thoughts down below, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I didn't spoil the ending for you, though I might have. But thank you for watching.